2019. Welcome to the commencement exercises for Centennial High School. I am Stephanie Porta. It is an honor and privilege to conduct these activities this evening. Through the hard work of these students and the dedication of the staff on the stage, it is my pleasure to announce for the second year in a row that 100% of our students have met graduation requirements. Graduation is the formal ceremony held to recognize the accomplishments of our students. It is an event that everyone in attendance today will remember for the rest of their lives. In keeping with the demeanor of this occasion, it is appropriate to clap and cheer as your child's name is called. Every graduate, parent, family member, and friend deserves this opportunity. Please take a minute to turn your electronic devices on silent. We thank you in advance for your continued support and the incredible opportunity to educate your student at Centennial High School, where education comes first and excellence is a tradition. Class of 2019. You are a unique group. We started this journey together 4 years ago. I was a brand new principal, and you were a nervous group of freshmen. And somehow, through all the ups and downs, we are here, except for one. Last December, we lost a student. Anisa Abdikareem was a bright and beautiful young woman who should be with us today. Instead, we have saved her the first seat. As you walk by, please take a moment to honor her memory. For some of you, the path has always been easy. You have never dropped your ice cream on the ground. You've never lost your favorite stuffed animal. And of course, you've never failed a test. But for others of you, you have been wired for struggle. You chose the difficult path. You thrived on chaos. You failed. You resisted. You argued. And at times, you refused help. But in the end, you will all receive the same reward, a high school diploma. But before I send you out of the nest and into the other world, I wanted to give you some advice. Things you probably didn't learn in high school. First, whenever you have the opportunity, use the bathroom. You no longer need a hall pass, so always go before you leave the house or have an important meeting. Second, call your loved ones more. Don't just send people a text. Actually give them a call and talk, whether it is your parents, grandparents, or friends. Third, you don't always plan your career. Sometimes you land in a job out of hard work or pure luck. And lastly, there are times where none of us know anything. A lot of times we are making it up as we go. We just do it more confidently than others. Case in point, every year I write a graduation speech and I have no idea what to say. The class of 2019, you are ready. You can now face the world. Take on any challenge that comes your way. And on behalf of the entire staff of Centennial High School, we are so very proud of each and every one of you and cannot wait to see what the next chapter brings. And for the last time as a Centennial student, make it a great day or not. The choice is yours. I would like to bring Mariah Obianek, Senior Vice President.
Good evening and welcome to the commencement exercise for Centennial High School's class of 2019. My name is Mariah Bayemi and I'm the senior class president. That was an obvious one. Please allow me to introduce the individuals sitting on the platform this evening. Our principal, Ms. Stephanie Porta. Next, we have school board member, Ms. W. Shauna Gibbs, who will have remarks later for us in the program, and school board member, Ms. Ramona Reyes. Next, we have assistant principal, Mr. Zach Riggs, and assistant principal, Mrs. Kay Field. Next is Mrs. Janet Love, leadership intern, Dr. Michelle Klein, chief accountability officer, and finally, we have Mr. Lucas Tuggle, Centennial athletic director. Also joining us to present diplomas are Centennial staff members. On behalf of my fellow classmates, we are honored that many of our families, friends, and teachers have joined us to celebrate this milestone in our lives. We are truly thankful for your presence here today.
Would members of the class of 2019 who are entering a branch of the U.S. Armed Forces please stand? And now, any veteran or current member of the U.S. Armed Forces please stand. Now, will all please stand and remain standing to sing the national anthem and then the Pledge of Allegiance.
Please remain standing as we say the Pledge of Allegiance and sing the Centennial alma mater. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Our speakers today are Kaya Johnson, Sadia Hodge, Yvonne Honor, and Aria Brent. Kaya will be attending the Ohio State University Newark with a major in psychology. Sadia will be attending the Ohio University Newark in the fall and major in English. Yvonne will be attending the Ohio State University Newark and will be majoring in nursing. And finally, Aria will attend Jackson State University with a major in communications and a minor in concentration and broadcast journalism. Please welcome Kaya to the podium.
Dear Centennial, thank you for being there for me. I remember my very first day. I was nervous and overwhelmed. I remember sitting in Ms. Porter's office. She was going over the rules and expectations for Centennial. So then she showed me to Mrs. Penny's office. Mrs. Penny welcomed me with loving arms, talked to me about my schedule. One thing I will never forget about my very first day was that she gave me a piece of advice. Her exact words were, "I love your hat, but you gotta take it off." It was an Ohio State hat. I began to understand that Centennial was going to push and inspire me. This is where my journey began. Soon after I arrived during my sophomore year, you began to teach me lessons that I will never forget. When I first arrived at Centennial, I was lost, struggling with who I was and where I belonged. I came from a place that was very negative, and I did not know my potential at that time. During junior year, I continued to struggle. I was still missing school and behind on assignments, a true work in progress. Senior year, Centennial had changed me. I started to get serious. I was learning to be more positive. Some days were hard and others were great. Each of you played a part in my ability to stand here today. Class of 2019, I am so proud of you all. Always remember, the game is going to test you. Never fold. Stay 10 toes down. It's not on you, it's what's in you. And what's in you, they can't take away. The lessons Centennial taught you, hold them close, near and dear to your heart. With the last few words I have to share. It's the universal truth we all have to face. Everything eventually ends. As much as I look forward to this day, I've always disliked change. The final chapter to a great book, parting ways with a close friend. You close the book, you say goodbye. Today is one of those days for us. Today we say goodbye to everything that was familiar and comfortable. There will be people who will be a part of us. They are the solid ground, our star. They will be the small, clear voices in our hearts, always. I would like to say thank you to all Centennial staff and teachers. I will carry each lesson in memory with me throughout my life. Collectively, you are beautiful, remarkable, and honorable. You create special bond relationships and personal bonds with your students while making sure all standards are met. And as Ms. Porter always says, make it a great day or not, the choice is yours. Very truly yours, a proud Centennial star.
Hello, there's seats to the left or the right. Did you already have the seat? You didn't. There's seats to the far left or the far right.
Good evening, stars. How are y'all feeling? Well, take a deep breath in, because what I'm about to tell you might not initially resonate well. And it's that although you're about to come and join me on stage, life is going to be just like high school. Now, when I first received that comment, I was like, no thank you. Is there another option?
Then I allowed this idea to resonate with me and spent some time to reflect on my high school career. At the beginning of this chapter, I had no idea what journey life would take me on while being a Centennial star. I went through homelessness, had to grieve friends who should have been here next to us.
I'm gonna sit back here.
And experienced apathy for what my future was going to hold. Yet here I am. Here we are.
Is it in your heart?
Every single one of us who have experienced our own set of challenges have reached our common goal, earning our diplomas. There is need to acknowledge how we got to this moment. In high school, when I was terrified of what to expect in my near future, I confided in my Centennial family. No matter how many times we felt defeated and wanted to give up on ourselves, there was a community that chose to not give up on us. That community included the principal, I know I can advisors, Nurse Blair, and even our lunch providers who would check in and always make sure we were okay and receiving opportunities to get us through each day where we were. The teachers who taught us to stay prescribed curriculum, but also went above their contracts. They tutored us, invested in our personal situations that affected school life, heard our cries and told us that the only burdens we had were in our arms alone. They were there to share it and even provided guidance for getting us through our tribulations. So, if life is going to be just like high school, taking the lessons about support, positive relationships, grit, and the ability to get through every difficulty while still receiving the end goals, then we've got it set. Life is going to be pretty okay. Take another deep breath in and have gratitude for the closing of this chapter. To encourage you all as we attend the next chapter, I have a few affirmations I want y'all to repeat. I deserve this because I worked for this. I am supported. We did that. Period. Period. I will continue to be successful. Congrats, class of 2019.
Gia, you dropped your ticket.
Good evening, family, friends, faculty, and the illustrious class of 2019. I would just like to say I am so excited to be here tonight. If I were to welcome you in my native tongue, I would say Aquaba. The word Aquaba and all that it entails in its meaning is directly related to welcoming and embracing new things. To welcome life's new adventures and to embrace the struggles that come alongside them. A good friend once told me that success consists of going from failure to failure without a loss of enthusiasm because you know that God's got you. This next chapter will be filled with trial and error, but who you decide to be as you emerge from glory, or the actions will determine how you are perceived by those who follow you. In my local dialect, we say, yes, ubedinku, and trust away accordingly. To try and to fail is not laziness. As we're embarking on this new chapter, there are a few words of wisdom I'd like to share. If you want adventure, you have to write an adventure story. And if you want meaning, you're going to have to write a meaningful story. That shift is incredibly empowering, but also incredibly concerning, because now you're responsible for the story. Never give anyone the pen to your own story, but never cheat yourself of being inspired by others. You have all the power. After all, you are the author. If you don't believe you have the ability to say Aquaba to new experiences, please let me remind you that you have already done it before. You did it your freshman year when you first stepped into the halls of Centennial High School. You did it your sophomore year when you decided to try out for the team that you thought you wouldn't make. You did it your junior year when you asked that one person you admired to prom. And you did it your senior year when you applied to your dream school. You've already faced what were once your biggest fears with trying, and you can do it again. So class of 2019, I encourage you to say Aquaba to the new or random roommate you'll have to tolerate for the coming year. Say Aquaba to the professors that will no longer call to you like you've been called in the past. And say Aquaba to diverse ways of thinking. And most importantly, say Aquaba to the things that will change you, break you, and mold you into the best version of you. So class of 2019, on three, we're all gonna say Aquaba. 1, 2, 3. Aquaba! Congratulations.
Y'all make it easy on nobody, do you? Good evening, everybody. Throughout the past 4 years, whenever people have asked what high school I attended, I have proudly said Centennial High School. Now that I'm graduating, I will continue to beam with pride when asked about my alma mater. Centennial was like an Indian summer for me. Very unexpected and rather enjoyable. I didn't know what to expect my first day of high school. I got lost on my way to class, as many freshmen do, and I was nervous. I was absolutely terrified that high school was going to be a continuation of middle school. I feared that I would continue to conform to social norms, all while barely really knowing who I was. Reminiscing now, there was no reason to be fearfully nervous. Truth be told, when I look back on my high school experience, I can't think of anything besides memories I'll cherish forever. I'm proud to say that I went to a high school with peers who may be the next Russell Westbrook, Meryl Streep, Steve Jobs, or J.K. Rowling. Centennial put me in a position that I wouldn't be in had I went anywhere else. Not only have I been able to figure out who I am during high school, I've also been privileged enough to be surrounded by a student body and faculty that have wanted nothing more than to see me do well. Whether it's been Mrs. Fields hounding me about my health, or Mrs. Welch-Huggins' words of comfort that helped me through a long day, or just Mr. Gooseby simply listening to me complain about life's troubles. Centennial has always felt like home. If you asked me my freshman year what I thought high school had in store for me, I never would have imagined saying I'd perform with John Legend, or even be on homecoming court. I stand here today with brothers and sisters who are of no blood relation, and parents who aren't on my birth certificate. As we all prepare for the next chapter in our lives, whether that be college, the workforce, or going off to serve our country in the military, I wish you all the best. I hope that you all continue to reinvent yourselves, continue to change the way the world is shaped. I hope Centennial's graduating class of 2019 continues to be great. As you all look towards your futures, take some time to look back at the past. Remember all the late nights you spent studying, all the stress you put on yourself for prom. Remember football Friday nights. Remember all the power outages. And remember that the mitochondria is indeed the powerhouse of the cell. High school is officially over for us, and I've never experienced a feeling so bittersweet. But I leave Centennial knowing that I'm prepared for the world and that the school has given me its all. To Centennial High School, thank you for helping make me into a star I never thought I had the potential to be. My time here is something I'll remember forever. To the graduating class of 2019, congratulations. Go do amazing things. We were taught to do nothing less than. Thank you. Now, I would like to present the Centennial High School Choir, who under the direction of Ms. Welch-Huggins, will perform the selection For Good, followed by It's So Hard to Say Goodbye. At this time, will the senior class members of the choir please take their places?
Correct one little thing that's on the program. I did not direct this first song. This first song, it features 5 members of the class of 2019, valedictorian Emma Young, Hannah Wolf, Maggie Roush, Justin Lee, and valedictorian Riley Dorian. You are the future. They have taught this song to themselves, now you teach yourselves your own song.
Because I knew you.
There's an extra.
Because I knew
While they have a group hug and cried out, I'd like to announce for you, class of 2019, the soloist for our next song, which was a request from Miss Porta and Mr. Riggs. So, Akia Hunter, your class president, Mariah Obiemi, one of your valedictorians, Nigel Rich, Michaela Held, and Katie Delamatre. Michaela and Katie had never done solos until today. So thank you for calling them out. Caleb Turner and McKinnon. Okay, all right, yes, thank you. And thank you, yeah, wait, hold. And McKinnon Durfee. Thank you very much.
friend and advocate for all students in Columbus City Schools District. Ms. W. Shauna Gibbs will give our commencement address today. The Honorable W. Shauna Gibbs is a passionate advocate for children and families who overwhelmingly won re-election for the Columbus City Schools Board of Education in 2007, 2011, and 2015. She is completing her 13th year of service. Currently, she serves as chair of the Board's Innovation and Reform Committee and Board External Monitoring Committee. She co-chaired the Facilities Master Plan Review Committee, which guides the district's multi-billion-dollar construction program. Gibbs is a board trustee of INYCAN, the Ohio School Board of Education, Board Association. Born and raised in Brittany Hills, she spent her days in Bretnell Community Recreation Center and Maryland and Windsor swimming pools. She saved money for college by working at the Columbus Urban League by day and the Sudbury Road Dairy Queen by night. Shauna gives time and talent to create sustainable social change through her work at CMA, CAO, Girl Scout, and the Impact Community Action. She helped charter the first Columbus Urban League Young Professionals Association and is well known for her leadership of the Shirley Chisholm's Conference for Girls in Government, the Dr. Alexa Kennedy Conference for Future Doctors and Dentists, and Morning of Hope for Teen Suicide Prevention. She's a member of the All Ohio School Board and earned her Master School Board Member designation in 2019. Gibbs is also a strong supporter of the Accounting Careers Awareness Program, ACAP, City Year Columbus, and Historically Black Colleges and Universities, HBCUs. Shauna Gibbs is a proud alumnus of the Columbus Alternative High School and the Clark Atlanta University in Atlanta, Georgia. She is an active member of the Delta Sigma Theta sorority and Faith Ministries Church, where she leads the middle and high school ministries. She enjoys NASCAR, football, boating, and gardening. Now, for many achievements, she believes her highest honor is being called mommy, daughter, sister, soror, auntie, and friend. Please welcome.
So much for that warm welcome. Who knew that Kleenex sponsors today's events? Who knew, right? Thank you. So good evening. Good evening. Good evening. Hola. Hola. Assalamu alaikum. Assalamu alaikum. Akwaba. Sak passe. Naboule. And how y'all doing? It is a privilege and an honor to be here today. I am so excited and honored to be asked to be here for this amazing class and this amazing graduation. This very class is very near and dear to my heart. From the time many of you I know come from around the district, but from the days I spent at Winterset, coming to cheer with the Centennial cheerleaders right at homecoming, and all the times I've seen you come to the board, excel in your specific fields, and to work alongside your colleagues to do community service. I knew that this day was going to come. Great heights by men reached and kept were not attained by sudden flight. But they, while their companions slept, were toiling upward through the night. To the class of 2019, your toiling is paying off. And on behalf of the Columbus Board of Education, my colleague Ramona Reyes, my board president Gary Baker, and everyone in the district, we are proud to congratulate you on this auspicious occasion of joining the 168th class of Columbus City School graduates. Today, you join over 2,000 students and who have earned more than $60 million in scholarship debt. And generation after generation, Columbus School graduates go on to break records, rewrite history, become CEOs, champions, earn gold medals. They lead companies, and they even become the mayor of the city of Columbus. That they do. They become school board members, state treasurers, and pretty soon, I'm very sure, one of you will be the president of the United States. It's just a matter of time. And I'm glad to be here. I want to acknowledge that help us get here today, right? Just a few people that we know are integral to your success. So first, would all of the parents of these graduates, would you please stand up? Where are my parents? Y'all gotta sit down, because this next group deserves their own food. Where are my grandparents at? Where are the grandparents? Now here's the real people. This is my set of people. I represent them. We roll deep. We're all the aunties and uncles. Aunties and uncles, we hold it down. And to the amazing, the incredible, the biggest, the boldest, y'all can't stand yet. But where are the alumni of Columbus City Schools? And the special set of alumni, where are the Centennial alumni? One of those amazing groups. I promise you. But here's just a few things. I asked my friends on Facebook to give me some advice. And what would they tell you? What would they tell this class of 2018 about how to move forward? 19. And that's important, because if you at Morehouse and they paying all your loans off, you want to make sure you're in the right class. So class of 2019. This is also my final year. So when you end high school, this ends my school board career. So we're ending this journey together, and I'm so excited. So I pulled out my favorite Facebook advice from some of my friends. And this is what they said. Now a board member said, mind your social media like you mind your credit. Cheryl Noble says, don't make an 18-year-old mistake that your 40-year-old self can't live with. Stephanie says, treat every interaction like a job interview. You are always being evaluated. Angela Pace says, smile and laugh. It really is the best medicine. Nancy Pryor Sully says, leave everyone and everything better than you found it, and better than you see it, in all things big and small, all day and every day. And Carla Williams Scott says, you never know how hard somebody's riding for you until they park. Kevin Flemister rounds it out and says, if you fall down 3 times, get up 4. And those are given up from my friends on Facebook. All those words. And the favorite part of my graduation is winding the clock, going back 18 years. Look, your parents are mortified. 18 years what was on the radio 18 years and 9 months before you got here, right? Let me tell you what was playing on the radio. Some of my favorite songs. Alicia, y'all were born in a good year too. Alicia Keys was Falling.
Yes.
Cisco was singing the Thong song. Destiny's Child was singing, she was an independent woman. There was also, I'm a survivor, I'm gonna make it. Outkast said, sorry, Miss Jackson, I'm in for real. Never. I apologize. Right. Mary J. Blige said, let's get it crunk. Let's get it started in this family affair. Nelly Furtado was like a child. The Dave Matthews Band was in the space in between, and Jay-Z had just dropped. H to the Izzo. I mean, y'all was the party crew. I see how y'all got here. Jay-Z was also Big Pimpin' Spinning Cheese. Kenny Chesney said, don't happen twice. Outkast was, ain't nobody fresh like me. I'm just so fresh. So fresh and so clean. Yes, it was. Centennial was calling for Maria. Destiny said, say my name, say my name. And nobody was around me. And Janet Edge said, meet me at the altar in your white dress. Yeah, listen, all your parents, I'm not gonna say anything else. And then parents that came home, they didn't come home with instructions. Didn't y'all get the instructions? When your baby finally came home, did you get any directions? Did somebody send you a card and say, this is what you do in 6th grade? This is what happens when they don't want to clean their room? No. This is what happens when they stop eating meat or they don't want to eat vegetables. I've seen you in the cafeteria. Y'all are brutal. Y'all are brutal in the caf. But yet and still, they made it, you made it, and we are here. So congratulations to all of you. Speaking of the people who are here, I want to make sure I shout out just a few people that I know are so glad. All of you, I know, are excited that your young person is here. To the class of 2019, we've waited almost 13 years for this day. And so, Melanie Fields, I know this is very personal and very special to be in this class in 2019, and that you have someone watching from the stage. I know it's been a wonderful road, and your mother is very proud of you. So congratulations. Shay String, your family historic with Catholic Social Services, and your mom and your mother are very, very proud of you. Stand up, Chase. You have an entire team rooting for you, and they're expecting greatness. So congratulations to you. Maya Barnes, ever since you were young, your grandmother and your parents have wished the best for you, all the way from Brittany Hills, all the way from Jordan Baptist. They know you are going far, and they're looking very much to your expected future. So congratulations to you. The Director of Education for the City of Columbus is Ms. Rhonda Johnson, and she is an amazing part of the Columbus City School team. She's a former member, president of the CEA, and she takes time to mentor 2 people in the class of 2019, Misha Christian and Ayana Tate. Will y'all 2 please stand? Rhonda is very proud of you, and they are looking forward to all of your continued success. Would all of the I Know I Can Founder Scholars please stand? These young women are going on with a scholarship worth $10,000 a year for the next 4 years. Give it up for a $10,000 scholarship. We are proud of you. Thank you, and thank you and advisor for all that they do. Now here is the crew. Jamal Irby, Anthony Flood, and Kyra Allen. Where y'all at? Allen Washington. Y'all been in it, at it, on it. We appreciate all that you do. Carrie Ingram, all that you're going to do, watching you throughout your years and all the gray hairs. We've got, but we love you, and we're looking forward to you. And finally, this race is not given to the swift nor to the strong, but to the one that endureth to the end. And it matters not how straight the gate or how charged the punishment is grown. You're always the master of your fate, and you're the captain of your soul. Christopher Kevin Wakefield Street, stand up. To my nephew, from the day we brought you home, from the day you came into our lives, from the day you started at Clinton Elementary, barely taller than the back of the trunk, we knew you were filled with power, a testimony, and a purpose. And while it took a while and many twists and turns to get here, in fact, that is your seat. And I am glad you are in it. To the entire class of 2019, we are all proud of you. I have just a few words for you. And let me tell you what's really, really true. When I get done talking, your high school career is over. It's a wrap. As soon as I take my seat, everything goes in motion for the rest. I'll be like, sit down, right now. Sit down, right now. I am going to, but first, do me a favor, take a deep breath, like your college guys. Let it go. This moment is yours. And this is the last time this collective greatness will be assembled. Look to your left, look to your right. Look ahead, and look all around. This is your one shining moment. And for the next 3 minutes, this is the Centennial flight of 2019, and we're prepared for takeoff. Let me tell you something. There are 5,000 airlines in the world. And the United States has about 17. There's just no airlines based in Antarctica. Last year, there were about 43 billion people traveling by air. And that means millions and millions of pieces of luggage, millions and millions of people napping, and that was a million people wondering, will all my shoes fit in this bag? I mean, how many pair of shoes can I take? That's millions of people getting ready. And here's an important fact about the Centennial flight of 2019. There is nowhere and no plane you can get on where your name is not on the ticket. You are the only person in your airline seat. Some of them allow a very small baby on your lap, but for everywhere you go on Flight 2019, this ride is just for you. So let's prepare for takeoff. Let me tell you 3 things about your flight. Number 1, you paid for this flight. You did the work.
That's right.
You showed up. You came every day. You listened to these teachers. You turned in your assignments. You didn't turn in your assignments. Y'all came to assemblies. You played in the band. You did music. You did theater. You paid for this for all the work, and you enjoyed this ride because you deserve it. This is your flight. So first of all, say I paid for it. Second of all, you prepared for this flight. You wouldn't be here today if you didn't meet the requirements. And unfortunately, there are many that are not in the seat. After all of the 2,000 we are going to award, there are still one who didn't take today seriously. But you prepared. You did what you needed to do. And just like in life, if you prepare, you will be ready to go. So you are prepared to take this flight. And number 3, say I'm purposed. It's your purpose to get on this flight as well. You could have dropped out. You could have said I'm not going to do it. You could have transferred schools. You could have said it was too hard. Instead, you stuck to it. You were resilient. You stuck to the course. And now, you are purposed to be in this flight and on this plane. And you're not walking alone because you belong in the air. The difference between a chicken and an eagle is a chicken is for dinner and an eagle is protected. Stay high, fly. And when I'm hanging with my very, very best friend, the amazing T Street is a national speaker. She flies almost 2 or 3 times a month. And we always exchange travel tips. How many people here like to fly? How many people can't stand to fly? Right? But here's the thing, when you have to get on a plane, everybody has a routine. So when you get ready to fly after graduation, when you begin to embark on your journey, a few things you should do to make it right easier. Number one, you'll need a new routine. Your mom and dad are not going to wake you up on campus. The mama clock is broke. Mama clock won't be there. But if you create routines, you design a system that works for yourself. You decide to take a 10 o'clock class instead of an 8 o'clock class. It might work for you. Or if you're a morning person, knock them all out in the morning. But it's your routine that will help you be successful. Secondly, before you fly out of here, check your forecast. Always know what you're going into. I know people who fly from Florida to Ohio in February, they get a rude awakening. A rude awakening. Or like I had on a fur coat on my way because I thought Virginia was in the north. I was burning up by the time I landed there. Check your forecast. Always know what's going on around you. Know where the trends are going. Know where the jobs are going to be. Know what your major is going to expect. Know what it takes to open up a new job. Make sure you know how to get promoted in boot camp or in the military. Always know what you're walking into. And finally, don't miss your flight.
That's right.
No matter what you do, there is a time when the doors and the gates will close. Don't miss your flight being distracted by things that won't work for you. Don't be distracted by negative people. Don't fall asleep on your watch, and don't get distracted and off course because things are not purpose for you. What is for you is for you. And before we take off in 2019, one more thing. Fasten your seatbelt. Because when it gets bumpy, you'll need something to hold you down.
That's right.
Remember your thoughts, your faith, your values, and your friends.
That's right.
They'll keep you grounded. Number two, travel light. Travel light. Don't pack everything from high school. I need you to leave the negativity, the hurt, the pain. Leave that here. Don't take it to where you're going. It doesn't fit in an overhead compartment or under the seat.
That's right.
Only take what will work for you. And whether you are traveling through a connect or a direct flight, keep it moving. So many pathways will get you to where you're going, but everybody's not traveling the same. Everybody's not going where you're going, and you got to move differently. You got to move differently than people who aren't going ahead. You got to move differently than people who don't want anything for their future. You have to move with the people that you want to lead and serve into the union. Because traveling across these crossroads, you'll meet the rest of America. And always remember the words that Mother Teresa said. And she shares a poem about taking a flight. And she says, people are often unreasonable, irrational, and self-centered. Be kind anyway. If you are successful, you will win some unfaithful friends and some genuine enemies. Succeed anyway. If you are kind, people may accuse you of selfish, ulterior motives. Be kind anyway. If you are honest and sincere, people may deceive you. Be honest and sincere anyway. What you spend years creating, others could destroy overnight. Create anyway. If you find serenity and happiness, some may be jealous. Be happy anyway. The good you do today will often be forgotten. Do good anyway. And give the best you have, and it will never be enough. Give your best anyway. And the final analysis is between you and God. It is never between you and them anyway. Take flight, class 29.
I hereby certify that each member of the May 2019 graduating class of Centennial High School has met the prescribed requirements of the United States Department of Education, the State of Ohio Department of Education, and the Columbus Board of Education for graduation from high school, and that each is prepared to receive the appropriate diploma. will the first row of the class of 2019
Introducing the class of 2019. Presented diploma by Mr. Baker, Nusrat Jahan. Chase Richard Schrank. Presented by Miss Berry. Talea T.A. Hart. Arabella Francesca Hoffman. Presented by Mrs. Burt, Lorena Aguado. Mark Stanley McCauley. Presented by Mrs. Crombie Stotic, Malika Renee Payne. Presented by Mrs. DeLay, Tyler J. Duncan. Garrett Riley Keithley. Isaiah Miguel King. Kaylee Randolin Lowe. Presented by Mrs. Eckert, Micah Glenn Colbert. Noah Horsey. Kevin Lee Morrison Hester. David James Hopkins. Gabriel S. May. Devin Lamar White. Presented by Mrs. Fields Battle. Tiana Monique Jean Collins. Malani Louisa Fields. Nicole Dawn Richardson.
That's only got one family. That's a single family name. All of those were like old ones.
Christopher A. Wakefield Street. Presented by Mr. Gleach. Caitlin M. Bryce. Evan Michael Roush. Presented by Mr. Gooseby. Honesty, Mary, Imani. Kiera, Sharice, Dawson, Spencer.
There's a couple people staying. There's a big
Ayana Raquel Tate. Presented by Mrs. Jacob. Maymuna Akhtar. Christopher John Speakus. Presented by Mr. Kalajidas. Antonio Reyes Contreras. Itzel Denise Lopez Rueda. Presented by Ms. Kennedy Logan Tyler Balboa. Presented by Mr. Nicely, Kylie Matei Henderson. Presented by Ms. Kohler, Brianna Janae Monique Dalton. Elena Louise Nihawk. Lamont James Brandon Jr. Presented by Mrs. Krauts, Asia Michelle Lane.
One more to go. Two more to go.
Presented by Ms. Laplace, Shamira Antoinette Bridges Silverall. Nicolas Galvao Hinkle. Jessica Lee Ho. Akira Aaliyah Pike. Presented by Mrs. Long, Nevaeh Lynn Brown. Cameron Chase Simpson. Presented by Mr. Martin Alexander William Leonard. Presented by Mr. McCullough, Lena Sabiha Dweedari. Presented by Mr. McClellan Jackson True Bradfield. Presented by Mrs. Mellick, Morgan Janae Lawson. Stacy Marie Leach. Arlante Bryce. Presented by Ms. Newcomer Carmel Mohammed Abdul Hafiz. Bradley Barker. Kyle E. Gladney. Rachel Greenwood. Nathan Edward Massey. Ashraf A. Zoia. Presented by Mrs. Penny Michaela Lynn Held. Riley Daniel Kaiser. Manuel Flores. Presented by Mr. Riggs, Eunice K. Matthew David Babu. Dominic Stephen Allen Cicero. Miles A. Coleman. Mortusa Manu. D'Anthony Nathaniel Roberts. Presented by Ms. Robidoux. Pinto M. Awes. Michaela Shawnee. Taylor. Megan Lee Buckbull. Evia Lopez Sanchez. Micah Cynthia Otis. Desmond Sheck.
Where'd our Leslie go?
Alexander Ryan Tierney. Caleb Allen Turner. Hannah Grace Wolf. Presented by Ms. Welsh Huggins. Jennifer Nicole Matelski. Margaret Gwendolyn Roush. Presented by Mrs. Young, Davion Malik Dublin. Presented by Mrs. Sutterling, Eunice Ratna Putri Transojo. Vina Trace. Presented by Miss Porta, Sahar, Dawson, Jabbar Al-Khoury. Mohammed Aswad Asif. Felipe Padillo Tegues. Tyler Lane Bennett. Eleni Elizabeth Christian. Selena Hofer. Macaulay Jean Connor. Jaslyn Melina Cooper. Madison Marie Cooper. Lilibet Cuenca Sanchez. Nicholas Anthony Davis. Jesslyn Laura Dietz. Caitlin Grace De La Nader. Flaviano Lewis D. Oliver. Daniel Carillion. Alejandra Tincina. Gage Lennon Weaver. Adriana Isis West. Traybell Tavion Woodford. Hamza A. Zinu. Presented by Mr. Gooseby, Aria Chardonnay. Presented by Mrs. Reese, Yvonne Adulia Amor. Presented by Ms. Newcomer, Satya Ruth Louise Hodge. Presented by Mrs. Penny. Kaya Marie Johnson. Presented by Mr. Martin, Justin Ford Blue. Presented by Mrs. Reese, Jennifer. Presented by Miss Berry, M.D. Chandri Alam. Mrs. Jacob. Samira Redswan, valedictorian with a 4.128. Emma Margaret Young, valedictorian with a 4.142. Miss Penny is stepping in for Miss Shook. Gwendolyn Siobhan Moran, valedictorian with a 4.219. Presented by Mrs. Jacob, Wiley John Dorian, valedictorian with a 4.230. Phil L. Hangen, valedictorian with a 4.233.
Yeah, because they're...
Presented by Miss Porta, Juliana Aranchis Miller, valedictorian with a 4.363.
Go ahead, girl.
And presented by